A lot of people ask me why I get up so early just to ride my bike. Well, I've got all day, but at 7 o'clock in the morning over the Gower with views like this, why not? So this morning's ride, well, at least part one, I'll tell you about part two later. Part one is all about maintaining like something I guess is a little bit uncomfortable, but not like ridiculous. Riding, I kind of right on the border of zone 2, zone 3, so I'm kind of trying to stick at 270 for about 2 hours. And then that'll be, by the way, on the descents as well. So I've chosen a route that will allow me to do that. So it's not too dangerous. Oh my word, check this out. For breakfast at 6 o'clock, I had 100 grams of dry cereal, no milk, no yogurt, nothing, just kind of pure carbs, I guess. I think it equated to like, I don't know, 70 grams of carbs. So I had that. I've got a banana with me. So it's kind of all carbohydrate. Whoa, right on the other side of the road. I went wide of that corner. So it's kind of like pure carbs. And this afternoon, but after this ride, we're doing a club ride, which is kind of zone 1. And I won't be eating carbs at all, so it's quite a strategic way of doing it in terms of scheduling your carbs around the effort. So I'm using them now, plus I had a coffee this morning. So in theory the second ride will be done in a little bit more of a you know, carbohydrate reduced state. Alrighty, so we're waiting for the club run now, and ride update. I've got 2 hours on the clock, 66k, 1800 calories, 120 TSS. It was a pretty solid first 2 hours, first start of the ride. So this club run is going to be like a really easy pace. I've got my bag of nuts with me, 100 grams, so it's like a fair whack of calories. That's 600-700 calories. Because I fueled up this morning for that first kind of half of the session with carbs, I'm now switching so that not so much trying to make my body use fat as fuel, but I'm using it to my advantage when I'm doing low intensity stuff. I'll bring my carbohydrate down, or I'll limit it at least. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. It's the first time I've done this in a while, so we'll play it all by ear. I would say the last few days have been pretty easy, just in general. I mean, if I was to give you like a quick update, I think I feel quite good after coming back from London the other day. So Monday I did that big 4 hours, and then Tuesday I travelled to London. So I just did a little 2 hour spin in the morning. It was nothing like really hard. It was just steady. Wednesday we farted around with JLT or the circuit. It was a few efforts. It was just fun really. So there's nothing structured there. So I kind of had like maybe 3 days, because then Thursday it's really important. Like I stress this to a lot of people that I coach as well, that resting after traveling is really important. I don't think a lot of people, well, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but a lot of people don't realise just how much you actually need to factor in recovery from travel. So I spent a lot of time sat down. In fact, I was stood up on the train for a lot of time, so recovery from that. But yesterday I did a really good quality session with 3 or 4 5 to 6 minute hill efforts at 400 watts. That was really good. Today I'm just doing a bit of both. So like I said, the 2 hours this morning, and then something extra this afternoon. So today's probably going to total like maybe 4.5 hours. But like I said, the bang for the buck stuff is done this morning. You know, I've already done it, so that's kind of where we are now. Yeah, and we've got like 2 weeks until first hill climb. Well, it's 2 weeks today. Today's Saturday, so it's 2 weeks till first hill climb. Yeah, looking forward to it. Good morning, everybody. This is kind of a, well, I guess it's a little bit of a disappointing way to end the video, but I'm sure a lot of you knew it was coming. As you know, the team JLT Condor will be disbanding at the end of the year. But it's been a good, well, it's been a good number of years, you know, good 6 years with them. I've had nothing but, you know, great times, really. Obviously highs and lows, but majority of it just a really good experience. I think a life experience and a learning experience. Everything's just been great. I put something out on Twitter, a little video, 2-minute video, saying how thankful I was for John, for the sponsors. You know, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm gonna say. You know, it's all positive stuff. We're all leaving on a positive note as well, so you know, that's really nice. But you know, we've still got to focus on things that have coming up. So I got hill climbs and things like that. So you know, things haven't kind of ended yet. You know, my career is not ended at all. I'm still going to be an athlete as far as I can see in my eyes. So yeah, thanks for all your support. It's really appreciated. But on to today's ride. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different and document my little journey through this lane here. This is a road that runs through Valindra, and it's from kind of Morriston Hospital, and it takes you back to Ponte de Lice. It's kind of like a shortcut. It's very up and down, twists and turns. The lane isn't exactly the best, but like I say, it's kind of like a shortcut home. The efforts that I did on this ride happened to be yesterday. So I'm putting this video out now. This ride was yesterday, Monday the 17th, titled Mountain Road Closed. And the reason being, it was closed, I have no idea, but they were doing roadworks on a cattle grid. So anyway, I had to rejig my efforts. I usually do these really good 8-minute efforts on this climb, which kind of really gives me a exact understanding of how well I'm going in terms of, am I able to repeat effort? So am I able to do 5 times 8-minute at, you know, 375 to 385 watts, for example? So unfortunately I couldn't do it. So instead I did 3 4.5-minute efforts at 400 watts, and then after riding through this lane and getting back into Ponte de Lice, past the M4, the motorway junction, and then I did one effort at something like 425 for about 2.5 minutes up Llangennech Hill. It's something that, like, 425 I can usually do for, like, I guess 5 minutes, but I still want to do something either this week or next week. It's probably going to be next week, purely because of the weather. The weather is literally going to be really crap here in the UK. Obviously not as bad as what it is in America at the minute, so like I'm praying for everybody out there that everybody's alright, but we're getting kind of like the backlash of that. And yeah, I'm looking to do something next week where I test kind of like my 10-minute power and my 5-minute to get really a real indication of where we're at. But at the minute I'm still ticking over. I'm kind of done with progressing my training at the minute. I'm more looking at just keeping things consistent and going out every day and just getting TSS to build up nicely, as opposed to, you know, massive increases and building more fitness, because I know I can do the numbers at the minute. It's just, like I say, the finishing touches, which obviously these videos are all about. You know, you get to see that, and that's what makes it unique. I think that, you know, we don't have a lot of that nowadays in yeah, I hope it provides a good enough insight. So thanks for watching. If you liked and you've watched this far, thumbs up, and I'll see you again.